Hi, and welcome back to the Cross Training Women Weekly Live. I'm Allie, Christian health and fitness coach and the founder of Cross Training Women, where I help women transform their body and health biblically so that they can live fully and abundantly and carry out their God-given purpose. As you join, whether you're watching live or the replay, please say hello in the comments. I would love to know who is here with me, so please say hello. Currently, I am hosting a free 5-day biblical body and health workshop where women are learning how to transform their body and health biblically. And in today's session, we talked about how to properly nourish your body according to God's word so that you can easily lose and maintain weight, as well as achieve optimal health. And one of the things that we talked about was eating real whole foods, not processed foods. And this is so important, not only for weight loss, but more importantly for your health and wellness. And so today I wanted to explain to you what a whole food is and why you should predominantly eat them. So what is a whole food? A true whole food is how it appears in nature. So it's consumed in its natural form without any physical changes or additives whatsoever. So things like whole vegetables, whole fruits, whole grains, potatoes, beans, nuts. And an easy way to think about a whole food is they don't have any food labels. They themselves are the ingredient, like this apple. The apple is the only ingredient in here. So those are the foods that you want to eat if you want to lose or maintain your weight and you want to optimize your health. And here's why. Number one, whole foods are the most nutrient dense foods. The whole foods, they retain all of the nutrients, they have all their nutrients. As soon as you start processing a food, nutrients are getting stripped. And not only that, but with every step of the food manufacturing process, harmful food chemicals and preservatives are added to the food to increase their shelf life or maybe to enhance their flavor and their texture. And so the more a food is processed, not only the fewer nutrients it has in it, but the more harmful additives are in it as well, which of course is not good. It makes it less healthy, but it can be detrimental to your health. So compare this apple, for example, to this apple flavored granola bar. So we know the only ingredients in here is apple, right? But check out the ingredient list on this apple cinnamon granola bar. It has a ton of added ingredients. It has 11 grams of added sugar. It has 3.5 grams of fat, which most is coming from added oil in it. And so there's no comparison here in terms of nutrient quality. And on top of that, you also can't compare their calories. So number two, whole foods are also less calorie dense. When foods are processed, it increases the calorie concentration. So for example, if you take wheat and you pulverize it into wheat flour, even if it's whole wheat, it more than quadruples the calories per gram. And on top of this, most processed foods have fat and sugar added to them to make them tastier. And so that not only adds more calories and fat, but it stimulates your appetite and the reward side of your brain, telling you to eat more and more. And so you tend to overeat on processed foods. And if you're eating the sugar and the fat together, which is a lot of processed foods, that sugar is going to spike your insulin, and then it pushes the fat from the food right into your fat stores. So not good for weight loss. Another reason that whole foods are less calorie dense is because when foods are eaten in their whole form, you have to chew your food, and chewing and breaking down your food costs your body energy or calories to do so. Whereas processed foods, that work has already been done for you by the food manufacturer. And so it doesn't cost your body energy to chew and digest. And so by eating foods in their whole form, you consume less calories because you burn calories as you chew and digest it. And chewing also has been shown to increase your satiety, and it also takes you longer to eat your food. And so it gives your brain time to signal when you've eaten enough, you've had enough. And it takes a lot longer to chew a whole apple than, for example, a chip. You could eat a chip, finish a bag of chips before you finish eating an apple. And so you're more likely to eat more calories in a short period amount of time if it's processed compared to a whole food. So you want to chew and break down your food, not have the food manufacturers do that process for you. And number three, whole foods have their fiber intact, and fiber is key for a few reasons. Number one, fiber is what stabilizes your blood glucose levels by slowing down the rate of absorption of sugar into your bloodstream. So fiber is what prevents that blood sugar spike. You don't have that energy spike and then that dip or that crash shortly afterwards. Instead, it causes your body to release energy at a slow rate, which sustains your energy longer over time. And this also helps you to keep you fuller longer. And if you're full longer, then you won't eat as often and you're not going to be racking up as many calories, right? And another reason why whole foods helps you just to lose and maintain your weight for that reason. And fiber also adds bulk to your food, which activates your stretch receptors of your stomach. And these stretch receptors help signal to your body that you are full and you've had enough to eat, which again prevents you from overeating on calories. Whereas processed foods and liquefied foods, they don't activate your stretch receptors as much. And so you're going to keep eating and eating and eating. And so, for example, what's going to fill you up more and curb your appetite? Eating a whole apple or drinking this apple juice? And actually, 3 medium-sized apples are equivalent to a cup of apple juice. So really, we should be comparing what's gonna fill you up more, 3 medium-sized apples or this apple juice. Clearly, the 3 3 whole apples, right? And so by eating the whole apple, you'll not only feel fuller longer, but and quicker, but you'll also consume less calories. And so fiber is key for weight loss, but it's also vital to your gut health, which is key to your overall health. And I'm not going to go into all of the details about fiber today because that would take me over an hour to do that. But if you're looking to optimize your health, eat lots of fiber, eat a high fiber diet. And number 4, besides fiber, whole foods are also high in water, whereas processed foods, they're typically dry and low in water, which increases the calorie density and lowers the satiety of the food. So for example, if you have cooked brown rice, which has a high water content, the calorie density is about 560 calories per pound. Whereas brown rice cakes, on the other hand, which is dried, they have over 1,700 calories per pound. So more than 3 times the amount of calories. And the brown rice cakes, they're not gonna really fill you up as much. And a big part of that is because they don't have that water to add to the satiation. So if you want to lose weight and optimize your health, you should eat foods in the whole form, the way that God created them and intended for them to be eaten. So do your body and your health a favor and don't eat processed foods. There's no dispute that processed foods cause all sorts of negative health problems and illnesses and diseases. That's like one thing every doctor and nutritionist and dietitian and diet agrees on. So you want to eat whole foods. And if you stick to this one guideline, eating foods in their whole form, you will reap the health benefits. It will help you lose and maintain your weight, as well as help prevent and in some cases even treat or reverse diseases and cancers. And they will help you live a much longer, higher quality life. So if you want to learn more about how to properly nourish your body for easy weight loss and optimal health, then definitely sign up for the free 5-day Biblical Body and Health Workshop. We kicked off yesterday, but there is still plenty of time to catch up. And if you want to watch, you'll definitely want to watch today's session where I talk about how to lose weight without starving yourself. You can actually eat more and weigh less. You don't ever have to worry about counting or tracking calories or macros or worry about portion control. And so it's very freeing and it leads to easy weight loss while at the same time optimizing your health. So if you're interested in learning more about that, definitely sign up. I'll put a link in the comments for you so that you can easily register and join us this week. I would love to have you, but let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Thanks so much for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed today's video and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.